Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Metabroz podcast. I am Moldy Potion. This is my bro Metacrax.
Hey, guys.
And today we're going to continue scrolling on MetaZooHQ. Shout out to Jody and to the Caster Society for this amazing website. We're going to keep on looking through the wilderness spoilers here, and we have come to the flame aura type.
Yes. So before we get into all the pages for today, we're going to cover a couple aura types, everything we can within the hour. Just wanted to say, if you are enjoying the show and you feel like supporting the channel and you happen to be shopping Channel Fireball already, a great way to support us is to use the code Metabroz with a Z at checkout. It won't cost you anything extra, but it certainly does help us.
Absolutely. And if you love our content and you'd like to support my brother and I more directly, you can go to patreon.com/Metabroz with a Z and sign up for any of those tiers. We do art giveaways and merch giveaways. There's one coming up at the end of this month, as there is at the end of every month. And the rewards are starting to show up at people's places from last month, which is pretty sweet, seeing the prints and stickers and playmats and everything. We try to make it fun for you guys because you guys definitely make this super fun for us, honestly.
Yeah, gaming has gotten even more fun having an audience to interact with, hearing all your thoughts, your ideas for spell books, how you would change hours, asking us questions. And as you've heard us say before, if you've commented and we haven't answered yet, it's just because we are getting overwhelmed. And thank you guys for all the interaction, because it definitely helps the algorithm. But we're up to like between 2 and 3 hours of answering comments a day between the two of us. So we're going to try to figure something else out to make it like easier for everyone to get answered. But if you're waiting on us and you need an answer, just sign up for our Patreon. We always prioritize all the questions from them first. And you'd get a discount if you wanted to buy a playmat, for instance, and you'd be entered into the giveaway at the end of the month. So if you need any help, hit us up on Patreon. We'll get back to you right away.
Many things, good things.
Yeah. With that, let's get into the cards.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to be covering Flame first. Beastie Humanoid. Joe Magarak? Magarak?
I think it's like Maga Rock.
I don't know the cryptid lore of this beastie.
I don't know the story of Joe Magarak.
Okay. Well, it looks like he's all fired up and he's like bending steel or something.
Yeah, bending a railroad tie or something.
Who do you think did that art? Because it's got that outline that I forget. Who do you think?
That's a tough call. Maybe Michael Peckham. I don't really.
Real quick.
No, Kris Kampmann.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Kris is a chameleon.
Yeah.
He's a killer artist. And he was really good at doing other people's styles of art in addition to his own. All right. The best style is no style. Bruce Lee. 2 neutral, 3 flame, life points 90, 2 per spellbook. Joe Magarak gets 20 bonus to the attack if the City Terror is in play. 4th wall effect. This page costs no aura to contract if you work in a factory. Okay. Do you think that's going to be applicable and competitive?
No, that's a casual effect because that has to do with your personal life and information.
Okay. Arena effect. Awaken the beastie. Awaken this beastie when it is inflicted with burn. Is that right? Is that
yes.
Burn? When this beastie loses LP, all casters lose the same amount of LP.
Wow, this is pretty cool.
Both casters, all casters.
Mm-hmm. So this wouldn't it isn't damage, so you couldn't use it with boil over.
But when
if you combine them together, this would just continue to help chisel down life. And his brass knuckle attack, which deals 40 damage, gets an additional 30 damage for each burn counter on Joe. So like Bubbling Bruise could almost work like lightning in the bottles with this guy. You would inflict him with burn and then he'd awaken and his attack would get plus 90 damage from those 3 burn counters.
Wow. And
this
then
guy
when he
could
attacked
go off.
And then he lost life, all casters would lose that much life as well.
Yeah, this guy could really, really go off with lightning in the bottles, Bubbling Bruise, inflicting him with more and more burn. This is I like this guy.
I like this a lot too. I didn't even consider mechanics like this. This is fascinating. Yeah. I can't wait to try him out. Would you mind hitting that flavor on the bottom?
The sky of the mill burns with a crimson red when his mouth turns hot white like a furnace. His name, ... is Joe Magarak. Nice. He's got the Zangief flame hair on the chest.
Yes, he does. Like the Phoenix fire hair.
Red Russian.
Yeah, man. Gosh, that's great art.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Ooh, this is super clean art. Also, is this Yates?
I think this is probably Jett. Yeah, that looks like Jett Yates.
Yep. You can see it. You can feel it. You know,
really clean, really nice, smooth shapes.
Sharp. I love it. Beastie, rabbit, explosive rabbit. 10 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 flame, life points 5. Has the flying trait, 10 bonus to the attack for the Desert Terra, 10 bonus to the attack for the Forest Terra. This fourth wall effect, this beastie does plus 10 damage on its attacks if it is the end of July.
The month of July.
End of the month of July.
No end. Just the month of July.
Don't know where that came from. So do you think that is going to play into competitive?
Yes. That's not personal information. That is environmental information. So if it's July, he's going to get plus 10 damage.
Okay, not much, but sure. Destroyed, excuse me. If this beastie was destroyed, when it is not your turn, target beastie artifact or caster is dealt 10 damage and is inflicted with burn.
Mm-hmm. I like this guy a lot. I bumped into him in the Caster Society tournament last night. Shout out if I played any of you guys out there. A couple of you were like, hey, I know you. I watch your show. So shout out to you guys. That was amazing. I was playing a guy who had a bunch of explosive rabbits in his deck. Oh. And these guys, if you remember in Magic, there was I think it was called the Perilous Myrrh. And it was one of the Myrrhs who was just this little drop. But when you killed him, you could deal 20 damage with him. And it didn't seem dangerous, but dealing with it, all of a sudden you're like, this is kind of dangerous. And that's exactly what this rabbit is. This rabbit is oh yeah, no big deal, except he's, Forest Terra is likely going to be active. He's swinging for 30 up to 40 damage with a 1-drop. And then whenever you destroy him, it doesn't just deal the 10 damage. It's inflicted with burn, like a burn roll. It's not a set burn counter number. And that's where I really started to be like, oof, every time I kill one of these things, I'm getting burned for 3, 5, 6 burn. My beasties are getting burned because it's an effect. It's not a spell or it's interesting. I like him. I like him a lot.
Flame is probably where I feel safest. We get our best games whenever I play Flame.
Yeah.
And I would absolutely be trying out this rabbit. The fact that for one, you have the chance to hit for 40 and the rabbit is flying. So it'll be a little more challenging.
He has fleet.
Oh, that's not flying with the wings? Oh, the boot. That's the boot and the wings.
Still, though, he can attack right away.
Okay, that's cool. And if the terror's in play, he could hit for 40. Yep. And if he's destroyed, then not only is he less than a mini fireball, right. You can guarantee that you're going to get 10 damage sent somewhere to a beastie, to a caster, even an artifact.
Right.
But then you're also going to inflict that caster or beastie with burn. And the last game we played on Channel Fireball, man, it was... Oh, we shouldn't say anything because it's not up yet, but it was an interesting one. And I basically stayed in the game. Well, you guys have seen some of them burn. I can keep up without having beasties if I have burn. And this is a little of both. So I'm looking forward to trying them out. Would you mind reading that flavor?
The explosive rabbit's tail sparks like a lit fuse at all times. This feisty cryptid is quite the destructive troublemaker. Yeah. And last thing I'll say on that, I was waiting any second for my opponent to drop Hell's Gate and he never bumped into it. But think about that with these rabbits. You burn through them all and then you just bring them all right back out with Hell's Gate, and they have fleet, and when they blow up, they deal damage. Yeah. I don't know that they're a win condition, but they're a nice little flame mechanic. That's for sure.
I could see a spellbook just building in that direction. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I look forward to trying it because I'm always adding up the maximum burn. We got our, 8 fireballs? No. 10. You can have 10 fireballs. So that's 200 damage, I believe.
250.
250. It looks like I'm not doing the math. Looks like I'm trying, but
you want to do the
quite
math.
Confused. Yes. I'll have to flip to see if I hit myself. Beastie humanoid, spring-heeled Jack.
I like this guy.
Ooh, I like the art.
He looks crafty.
6 per spellbook. Contraction cost 1 neutral, 1 flame. Life points 45. Take a guess of the artist.
Poncho?
Yes, it must be. It's almost reminiscent of the Awful, which you just did a killer sketch card of.
Thank you.
Insanely awesome.
That came out pretty well.
Yeah, it's one of those that I'll be accidentally misplacing, and it'll never get it sent out, unfortunately.
Yep, it's Poncho for sure.
Yeah, it's Poncho.
It's for me, the Poncho tell is the blending of the colors and especially the background. How detailed that city is and the sky, and then combine that with the way that Spring-Heeled Jack is colored. Yeah, that coat, that's a Poncho coat for sure.
Yeah, for me, it's about the physical positioning, how the character looks like. We've talked about a superhero, on the front of a comic book.
Yeah,
it's quite iconic. He's always drawing these things in a lot of action. They look powerful, they're in the middle of a maneuver, and that sky does look similar to the Awful. So anyway, Spring-Heeled Jack. 4th wall effect, this beastie's attack deals plus 10 damage if you are wearing high heels. Do you think that's just going to be dependent if they add it to a list or not?
Right. Yeah.
I would
die. As long as they put it on the 4th wall, the acceptable object list. Yeah, you could totally wear high heels, and there you go.
I might die laughing if I walk into a MetaZoo tournament and there's just tons of dudes in high heels playing this.
If this were like the card, and everybody was wearing heels, that'd be hilarious.
Let's see if it's going to be the card. What does it do? This page costs 1 less aura to contract for each flame spell you have contracted this turn.
Oh, see, now that's pretty crazy.
All right.
Because if you play 2 spells, you could play all your jacks for free.
Pounce to Ash is the attack base damage 20. It deals 1 burn. This attack deals plus 20 damage if the original target had no defenders declared.
Okay, yeah. So if he hits who he intends to, he gets extra damage. Man, that effect, though, above that, I can't get over that. So if you played 2 fireballs and you were holding 5 spring heel jacks in your hand, 6, you could bring them all out for free.
And they have life points 45. That's not bad to have a bunch of free beasties. You could cast 2 fireballs in the second turn, and if you bookmarked into the rest of the jacks, they just drop for free.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The wonderful, lovable thing about myself is that I'm the bouncy one. Spring heel jack. All right,
they have
man.
I'm in capital, so I think is that I'm the bouncy one.
All right, moving on. Cool.
Nice.
Heat wave spell 3 per spell book. This is JoJo. It has to be.
It has to be.
So strong, JoJo. Your art is amazing. Contraction cost 3 flame. Oh, and I love the Looney Tunes sun with the lines.
Yeah.
4th wall effect. This page costs 2 flame aura to contract if desert is active. Okay, so you get 1 flame off your aura cost. Destroy a snowing Terra if able. Fatigue all opposing beasties. All casters lose 100 LP.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, see, I love pages like this because I like the idea that we stay pretty even in our life points, especially if I have burn on my side. And then at the very end, in a single turn, if I can get you a little lower than me, I boil over, or now I heat wave and I eliminate both of our life points, but I have a little more than you for the win.
Right. I think it's interesting, too, that they opted to go with life loss rather than damage. So once again, you couldn't double that damage with boil over because it's life loss. So they're trying to limit it. They're trying not to make it quite a second Phoenix Rain, but this also destroys a Terra and fatigues all opposing beasties. I mean, you could play that, fatigue all my beasties, deal us both 100 damage, and attack me with everybody. That's a cool card. I like that a lot.
Very cool card.
Yeah.
And some of the coolest art I've seen in Wilderness.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Like even the vulture's like, like it is hot out here.
And who is that?
That's Gigi.
Of course.
That's a Gigi bird.
It's not
slowly dying.
cold. It's so hot. All right, moving on.
Oh, the Charman's back.
Whoa. Awesome art again, man.
So cool to see him again.
Spell Wildfire, 3 per spell, but contraction cost 2 flame. Contract this spell as if it were a Terra page. So that means for free, set it down.
Yep.
Treat this page as a basic Forest Terra page. It goes to the afterlife when destroyed. Each caster loses 20 LP at the end of each turn while this spell is in the arena.
Okay, so it wouldn't be free though. It costs 2, but they're saying you would place it into the Terra slots. Yep, and you would treat it as if it were a forest page.
But it would be draining both the caster's life points, and if one of them wanted to stop it. Well, I can't target my own. I don't know. Can I target if I cast this? Can I target this? If I need
target it with what?
An attack.
Not with an attack, because you can't target a Terra page with an attack.
What am I thinking?
You could target it with a destroy Terra page or something like that, because they're saying treat it as if it were a Terra page.
It has no life points. It's a spell.
It's a Terra. Yeah.
It turns into a Terra page. You're right. So the only way you can remove this is with a destroy Terra.
Destroy Terra.
Yeah, I'm still doing Gigi Bird apparently. Or if you got enough Terra that it literally bounced it out because you filled up the slots.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Wow. And you can have how many per spell book? 3. Okay, so that's 20 life. That's 60 life points being lost per turn.
Oh, this is gonna make games so much faster. I love this.
Yeah.
Killer. Charmen dance gleefully during forest fire season. It's up to the casters like you and me to prevent their fiendish plans.
I felt a little Smokey Bear in there. It's up to you, the casters, and me to prevent forest fires.
We're gonna get Smokey Bear in this. Is he a cryptid?
That would be. He should be.
Could he be a beastie?
That would be awesome.
What about McGruff? Remember him?
McGruff, yeah. Chicago, Illinois, 60652.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah. Still remember it.
Spell explosion with an exclamation
Look
point.
at that art.
4 per spellbook contraction cost flame. Take a guess. Artist.
It's very watercolor. I'm going to say Pepper or Kelsey. Kelsey.
Ah, you knew it.
Yes.
That's killer.
I recognize that skull.
Yeah. There's something about the way that she fades the colors into one another, her blending.
Yeah, the watercolors she uses are so recognizable.
Target beastie or caster is dealt 50 damage and is inflicted with burn. Target beastie or caster is dealt 10 damage and is inflicted with burn.
Awesome.
This may be the same target as before. You lose 25 life points. Now, if you inflict someone with burn, you can't re-inflict them. So you would have to wait until the burn is removed. So it's not like you're getting a double burn on a target. But you could deal up to 60 damage to a single target and inflict them with burn.
Yeah.
Now, I would lose, if this was my spell, I would lose 25 life points.
Right. The guy who was playing all the explosive rabbits, he was running explosion as well. And it's a pretty sweet spell. I mean, it's a 2-drop flame spell that deals 50 damage and then also deals 10 damage somewhere else.
That's killer.
You lose 25 life, but if you just think about that compared to the other flame spells, it's kind of on another level.
Also, if you're doing boil over and you need to burn yourself and just take 10 damage, there it is again. Or if you want to toss this on our magic, what's his name at the top here that we just saw, the first one?
Magarak?
Yeah, if you want to toss this on him and burn him to wake him up, he could take that 10 and then you'd both lose 10, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You and the caster that you're playing.
There's a lot of tech coming into the flame aura type with this release.
Awesome.
Yeah, this stuff's so cool.
Some powerful casters can cause explosions by simply snapping their fingers.
Adam. Come on, it's got to be Adam.
All right, spell Flare Shot. 5 per spellbook. Pieza is blasting the atmosphere with his fire.
The shmoos are climbing up on him. They're like, get him.
That's so amazing. Contraction cost 1 flame. Target beastie or caster is dealt 10 damage and is inflicted with burn 3. Flip a coin. If heads, target opposing beastie cannot declare an attack until the end of its caster's next turn.
1 drop. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome, dude. Oh, I love low cost spells that are easy to underestimate, and that's exactly what this is. Oh, cool, 10 damage. Okay, cool, but it's 10 damage plus 3 burn. Okay, cool, but it's also flip a coin. Target beastie can't declare an attack. I like this. Wow. Look, Piazza Bird is calling for help because the flavor text, go down to the flavor text, flares are often a last-ditch effort to call for help, but don't forget, they are still a fire that burns bright. So Piazza's getting killed by Schmooze right now, and he is shooting up a flare like for help.
That's amazing. That's incredible.
He's like,
wow, someone.
Awesome.
All right, moving on. Beastie. Ooh, we're into frost now, folks.
All right.
That was flame. That was it. So how many pages do we have? Not counting the rares, it looks like we're going to have about 7 pages per aura type from here on out. Forest having the most new pages in wilderness and water.
Just
those those are pretty close together, which makes sense. All right. So Beastie, Spirit, Janet and Rosetta Vandervoort. Interesting. Mm-hmm. I don't know these stories. We got to figure these out. We're going to do some cryptid lore lookups. 3 per spellbook. Contraction cost 1 neutral. 2
frost.
Thank you. My brain just went blank. Life points 40. Has a spirit trait, so it cannot be targeted by attacks. Gets 20 bonus to the attack if the snowing. That's winter. Mm-hmm. Gosh, I'm never going to get those right. If the winter or the city terra is in play. Power. Skate to death. Well, I like that. That's adorable. Place this beastie into the afterlife. Inflict all opposing beasties with frozen for 2 turns.
Nice.
All right, cool. Figure 8 is the attack, base damage 30. If the opposing caster declared any defender, you may deal 30 damage to the original target. If the opposing caster declared any defender,
so they like skate, they like hit the defender and then they skate a figure 8 and they hit the target
still hit
anyway.
The target. Yeah. That's pretty damn cool. So what would be the point of really blocking unless you want to kill him?
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
You're willing to take that extra 30 just to get rid of them. But how many can you have? 3? All right. Cool. Moving on.
What's the flavor text on this?
Whoops. Sorry. We'll check that out.
Casters shouldn't fear the haunting of these 2 sisters. All they want to do is skate the night away one last time.
Figurating away into the night.
Until they skate you to death.
I love it. Beastie, friendly snowman, 10 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 frost, life points 30. 10 bonus if it's winter, right? To the life points. 15 bonus to the attack if it's snowing. Fourth wall effect, if there is a snowman within eyesight, this beastie gains fatigue.
Okay, now that would be a snowman.
So
within
boom,
eyesight.
just like the mosquito.
Yeah.
Although the mosquito is not included on the competitive list, so maybe the snowman will not be either.
Maybe. We'll have to see. But if snowman's on the list, this will activate it.
Activate itself.
Yep.
Arena effect, when a page is inflicted with frozen, place one additional frozen counter on that page. This effect does not stack.
Here you go. Now we're talking. This is awesome. So whenever you put any frozen counter on, you get an additional one. So those twins, when they use their skate to death, would inflict 3 frozen on every single beastie. And we've already seen whenever you remove, there's an effect now, whenever you remove a frozen counter, you can have the beastie be dealt 10 damage. This is I'm seeing a lot of frozen counters coming out of Wilderness.
Right. So you can have 10 per spellbook. It says it does not stack. So even if you had all 10 in the arena, it would only give 1 additional counter to anything that was being frozen. Snowball throw is the attack, base damage 25. And it does 1 frozen, but it would do a second.
That would be 2.
Based on this. Okay.
Which is enough to keep them locked down. All you need is 2 frozen counters to get it back to being your turn without that beastie having done anything.
Yeah, that's true. And then you can do it again and again. You want to hit that flavor text?
These snowmen are typically contracted when the holiday cheer is at its highest. It's rumored that the articles of clothing are essential to meet this beastie.
Okay. That was the story with Snowman, right?
Frosty.
Yes, Frosty.
Frosty
Thank you.
The snowman. The snowman.
The snowman. You had to get his top hat on and his corncob pipe, and then he would come to life, right?
His button nose. Yeah.
Beastie Elemental. Frost Elemental. Ooh, we got
nice.
another
So we've
elemental.
got flame
what
elementals,
does this mean?
Light elementals, frost elementals.
6 per spell, but contraction cost 2 frost. Life points 20. Badass art.
Yes.
Spirit trait. 20 bonus to the attack if it is snowing. Frozen gift is the power. Create a snowflake token, 10 life point, frost artifact with the effect. You may destroy this artifact at any time to generate 1 frost aura. If the outside temperature is below freezing, create 2 snowflake tokens instead. Or it's a 4th wall power.
Yeah.
Do you think the 4th wall of the temperature below freezing will ever play into competitive?
Yes, in competitive standard, where they choose the environment based on what's going on, like where in Orlando we had swamp and lake was active and city was active. This would be the same thing. It would say it would have 4th wall active effects, and it would say below freezing.
Okay, so there's a chance, depending if they want to recognize it or not, or depending on where you play, but it's an option. It could happen.
Yeah.
All right.
And that would be crazy. I mean, that's already pretty crazy to be able to just create a token that later you can use to generate a frost aura, but being able to create 2 at a time.
Also, the tokens have 10 life points, so they can be used to block in addition to get yourself extra aura.
They're not beasties, though. They're not beasties.
Oh, no, they're artifacts, and you can't block with an artifact. Never mind. They can just be removed. Okay.
But still.
Chilling Blast is the attack, base damage 20, up to 40 with that Snowing Terror bonus. All right, cool. And the art...
Old Man Winter's chill brought many things to this world. These beasties often remain dormant during warmer months. Shout out Afton, that art's rad.
Yeah, totally. All right,
yes.
Next page. Now, we've seen this art on another page earlier, where this fish was, I think it was in water.
Yeah.
It was like getting away from the Oklahoma octopus or something like that.
Yeah.
Beastie, fearsome critter, fur-bearing trout. 10 per spell book, contraction cost 1 frost, life points 30. 20 bonus to the attack if the river or, is it snowing?
Winter.
Goddamn. Or the winter terror is in play. 4th wall effect, if river is active, this beastie gains unblockable. Let's go.
Oh my God.
This beastie's aura type is also considered as water.
Dude.
Interesting. So it'll be strong and weak against certain types because it is considered both frost and water.
But it'll also boost Chessie, I believe.
It would. You can play this in the Chessie. You can play 10 of them.
I mean,
if it's water, then it's a water
question.
page.
Yeah, this would be a question to make sure. I would just want to double check. Is aura type any different than page type? Like,
okay,
says its aura type is also considered water, so I would assume the page is also considered a water page, but it does, I don't know.
We need to confirm that. That would be so cool to have extra bonuses and be able to build with Frost and Chessie and get that.
And these are fearsome critters.
Is that? Yeah, it was a fearsome critter too.
Interesting.
Okay, it does not have
Interesting.
tribal boost. Upstream strike is the attack base damage 25, but with the Terra bonuses, if you get them both, and you'd want to get that unblockable from the river, you can be hitting up
65.
to 65 unblockable with 10 beasties who may, we're going to look it up for you guys and for ourselves, maybe giving Chessie that plus 10 bonus for every other water page, if it is considered a water page.
Kelsey crushed the art on this. Scroll up to that one more time.
Yes,
This
she
is
did.
one of my favorite in the whole set. That is so good. He's so happy.
Yes, he is. This is actually one of the happiest beasties I've seen Kelsey draw. I mean, usually there's like a cute but terrifying factor.
No, this thing is pure happiness.
He is. No one can stop him. He's unblockable, and he's hitting for 65.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's
I
pretty
like
awesome.
it. You want to read that flavor text?
These fish developed fur through many years of evolution to protect themselves against the frigid waters of the north. They make great mounted trophies.
All right.
Yeah.
They would. He's
The singing
adorable.
fish.
He's incredibly happy. All right, moving on. Spell, Shattered Ice. 5 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 frost. Destroy target beastie inflicted with 3 or more frost counters on it.
How many per spell book? Go back to that. 5 per spell book. Oh, dude, Frost just got real.
Whoa.
Frost just got real because that snowman is going to be upping the amount of counters, which means 3 counters is not going to be hard to stack.
Whoa.
Ice spell is going to put 3 counters on something, you know?
Damn.
Ooh, I like this.
Beasties have a plethora. Do you know what a plethora is? Separate movie, sorry. Nothing to do with the quote. A plethora of dense skin, muscle, scales, and more. But against the cold, anything can shatter.
Nice.
Wow. Do you know what a plethora is? Do you know what that comes from?
No.
No?
What's that
No
come from?
way.
I don't know.
Chevy Chase?
I mean, I could start naming Chevy Chase movies, but I don't know which one.
Well, it's not Chevy Chase who says it. It's the Three Amigos, man.
Oh, right.
And it's the bad guy in the Three Amigos when he's talking to one of his henchmen.
That's
who's
right.
like, it was a plethora. And then he's like, do you know?
That's
you
right.
guys heard me say it.
Yeah.
All right. Spell. Winter's Wrath. 2 per spellbook. Contraction cost. 4 frost. I love the art. Look at
Yes.
all the little frozen beasties. That's a Hopkinsville
absolutely
goblin.
amazing.
That's a snow snake stuck.
Yeah. This is brilliant.
Whose arm is that?
That's a snow snake. And then I think
All the way through? Like the whole thing? Because
No,
I see
that's
a
a snow
dingbill.
wasset.
A dingbill's frozen. A snow wasset's frozen.
Yeah, and then
a
snow
snow
snake.
Yep. And then who's the big one? Maybe Bigfoot?
that's the question. Yeah. I was thinking Bigfoot is likely.
Yeah. All right. If, how many per spellbook? 2. If winter is active, right?
Yep.
This page costs 1 less frost aura to contract. All non-frost beasties are inflicted
God.
with
Oh my
3
God. Oh my God.
frozen,
You
which
guys.
means you
You
go
guys.
up to ice shatter, whatever it was. Is that what it was?
Yep,
What's
shatter
it called?
ice.
Shatter ice. And now you've got all the targets you need combined with Winter's Wrath. Everything is frozen.
Love it.
All
Love it.
frozen beasties, that is, are frozen with 3, making them easy targets to pick off with Shatter Ice. All right, next card, Spell, Frost Shot. 6 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 frost. You may contract this page at any time.
Oh,
Inflict target beastie or artifact with Frozen 1.
yes.
Damn.
This is like, what is it? Frost Spike in Magic. This is awesome. Or Mana Spike, whatever it is. This is perfect, dude. 1 drop anytime. So I can contract it right before they awaken. And the beastie's going to be frozen for that turn. I can be like, okay, so it's the start of your turn and I'm going to pop a frozen on the beastie. I don't want to awaken this turn.
Wow, man.
That is amazing.
Taking freeze tag to a whole nother level.
Napa Rebobs is
Yep.
frozen solid.
Yes, indeed. Well, I say we keep going. We've gone through the frost pretty quickly, so let's see how
do
far
it.
we get. We are now moving on to the lightning pages of Wilderness. Beastie Spirit, Phantom Car, 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 lightning, life points 30, has the Fleet trait and the Spirit trait, gets 10 bonus if the Earth Terra is in play.
Ground. But
Ground
yeah.
Terra, thank you. Correct me, please. I want to get it right. Getaway is the power. You may activate this power at any time during combat. Flip a coin if heads end combat. Damn.
Yeah. At any
Whoa.
time during combat.
How many can you have? 3. So you have a 50-50 chance of Smoky Spiriting attacks away whenever this card is in play.
Yep.
Crash is the attack, dealing a base damage of 30 up to 40 with the Terra bonus. Not bad. Actually, really cool. Especially
cool.
for lightning.
Super cool.
Can you read that?
Spirit cars are often projections of cars that were wrecked during joyrides, street racing, or getaways, forever haunted to drive. Sounds like a car commercial.
Yeah, it kind of did. Especially
forever haunted to drive.
Ooh, now this beastie was our first official wilderness spoiler months ago.
That's right.
Beastie humanoid, Mad Gasser of Mattoon. 5 per spellbook. Contraction cost 1 neutral, 1 lightning. Life points 50. Gets 15 bonus to the life points if the Farm Terra is in play.
I guess that is farm because we've seen a different one for Suburbia, huh?
I don't know. It might be Suburbia. It looks like a house, but it could be a farmhouse. We grew up in a farmhouse, so all farmhouses kind of look like just
Let's
houses.
just say it's suburban for now. Suburban and ground, I think, is what's going on.
10 bonus to the attack for the ground Terra. 4th wall effect, this beastie deals plus 10 damage if you heard someone pass gas this game. I don't think that's going to be happening in a tournament.
That would be ridiculous to be a judge and have somebody be like, I heard him fart. And the judge is like,
also, if you can fart on command,
I can't confirm that.
If you can pass gas on command,
yep,
then maybe, I don't know. Does it have to be included on the 4th wall item list? And you say,
no, this is an action. This is like screaming with Jersey Devil. So you would fart and then be like,
my God,
did you hear that? Okay, my beastie deals plus 10 damage.
If this ends up being like
a fart deck,
a go card, and the MetaZoo,
do you run the fart deck?
Right, and be like, can't you smell it? It's everywhere. Everyone's playing the fart deck.
That's why the fart deck is too strong,
and that's why you need to bring your own gas mask to survive this shit. All right, gas attack. Oh wait, suffocate is the power. Inflict target beastie with
paralyze.
Paralyze. That is crazy, guys.
I know.
Hold on.
It's not automatic. You will still have to flip.
All right, you got a 50-50 chance, but still, that's pretty damn good.
It's pretty damn good.
Gas attack is the attack base damage 30, dealing 3 burn.
Mm-hmm.
If this attack damaged a caster, deal 30 damage to that caster. Oh, wow. So a 2-drop with 50 life points, 5 per spellbook, who can hit up to 30, but casters would actually be 60.
Mm-hmm.
Who can also give you a 50-50 chance at paralyzing any beastie in the arena. I like it a lot.
It's pretty cool.
And shout out to JoJo Seams. This was one of the first previews like we saw, and it got me super excited. And now here we are, only a week away from Wilderness.
Yeah.
This beastie sprays a sweet, paralyzing aroma towards its victims. The gas it also often uses is an escape mechanism. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that reminds me of our old dog Wilford, who basically passes gas and runs away. He like wakes himself up with a fart and leaves the room, and then we all leave the room.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Beastie insect. Radioactive hornets, 5 per spellbook. Contraction cost 1 lightning. Life points 15. Has flying. Upon contraction, create 2 hornet tokens, 10 life point lightning beasties with a 10 damage attack and flying. Sting is the attack base damage 10 and inflicts paralyze.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for 1, you're getting 3 beasties.
Mm-hmm.
Only the main beastie, the radioactive hornet, inflicts paralyze. The others are just little flyers, hidden for 10 life points. But hey, that could add up, especially since you can have 5 per spellbook, and it's very cheap.
It could. I'm not excited by that card.
Okay.
We'll have to try it and see, but that's definitely like, I don't know. I feel like the power level is a little too low, especially with no terror bonuses. I know you're getting a 3-for-1, but I'm just like, cool. So I would send them all into like a mediocre sized beastie and they'd all die.
You know, I'm getting the same vibe with lightning right now that I did dark. They don't want to keep stepping up the power level of specifically lightning and dark. It's already there. You know what I mean? Like they kind of want to cool it off, spread it out a little bit, beef up the flame, beef up the frost, hopefully even the earth.
Yeah. I guess it would be good against like rebobs or something, you know, where somebody was flying a lot, but still.
It's not much.
It's not much.
All right. Spell EMP, 2 per spell, but contraction cost 1 lightning. Love the art.
Yeah.
That's
Brunes.
Shaka.
That's gotta be Brunes.
Shaka. That's that monster that, you
Poltergeist.
know. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You may contract this page at any time. Fatigue all artifacts in the arena. Artifacts cannot awaken until the end of this turn.
Yes. You bitches with your artifacts, I'm coming for you.
Dude, you're the biggest bitch with the artifacts.
I know. You can come for me too.
You're talking about yourself.
You can come for me too. I played a guy last night who literally, he had 1 aura and then like he had so many artifacts. He had like 2 God's Ambers, 2 Lightnings, like 2 Essences.
That's you.
I'm not that much, but it's pretty much me. But
Turn
either way,
7
my point is,
aura?
my point is here that you could contract this at the beginning of my turn before I've awakened my artifacts from last turn, and they would remain fatigued because they could not awaken. Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So
I
is
can't
this a
wait
one-drop?
to do it to you.
One drop. This is a one drop, so you can use this within the first couple turns
That's
and
the
shut
whole
down
point.
the artifact acceleration. I like that. I like
Electronics are now few and far between due to beasties who view technology as an insult to their magical ways.
Can't we all just get along?
Yeah, Sam does not like magic.
Technology.
All right. Sam likes
I
analog.
already like the look of this. Look at Frogman.
I do too.
Being roasted right now.
Who do you think the artist is?
I'm going to say this is Michael Peckham again. Or
Skip
Afton.
down.
No, this is Kris.
Yep.
Man, I cannot pick Kris out.
Crafty
He's
Kris.
so good, but he
I
does
know.
so many different things.
Spell Lightning strikes twice. 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 lightning. Target beastie is dealt 10 damage and is inflicted with Paralyze. If this is the second lightning spell you contracted this turn, this spell deals plus 30 damage.
Okay.
All right, and you can have 3. That's pretty damn good. Now you will still have to flip for Paralyze, right?
Yes, it's not automatic.
Never forget to double tap.
But that's 40 damage. That's a one drop with 40 damage if it's the second spell you contracted.
Yeah,
so
you
that's
combine
a
that with
pretty
lightning
sweet
split.
Yep.
Yeah, I like
or
the look
lightning
of it.
bolt, whatever. That's a pretty sweet follow up.
The art is phenomenal, man.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, moving on. Spell
I
Shock
love
Burn.
all these cards with
This
the
is-
beasties being shocked.
Yes,
this is awesome.
badass too. Bigfoot just 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 lightning. You may contract this page at any time. Inflict target beastie with Paralyze. If the roll for it's Paralyze.
That's burn.
Fuck, man. I have a lot of trouble with these Warshock little icons and my eyes. Inflict. Is it Warshock, the inkblot test? The Warshock test? Is that what it is?
I think it's Rorschach.
That would make even more sense.
Yeah.
Dyslexia and bad eyes, barely a person, guys. Inflict target beastie with burn. The roll for burn, if the roll for burn is a 1 or a 2, you know what? You read this one. I'm sick of my own voice right
a
now.
number of stumbles
I'm
here,
struggling.
yeah. So you can contract this at any time, inflict target beastie with burn. If the roll for burn was a 1 or 2, you may automatically inflict that beastie with Paralyze.
Oh.
So this is
wow.
either a guaranteed 3 or up burn, or it's burn and Paralyze.
Damn. You know, for me, the perfect roll would be 2. So I could paralyze the beastie, attack it if I needed to, not have to worry about it, and then it would go cycle a full turn to maybe do it again.
Right?
And you're allowed to have 4 per
Oh,
spellbook.
it's one drop. See, I like this a lot. I
Yeah.
could see people reading this and not being excited, being
no.
like, it just does burn, but it guarantees 3 burn or up,
That's badass.
or it paralyzes. Just think of it like that. That is a badass card.
All right, moving on.
Oh, yes.
Artifact Power
I know this
Cell.
one.
3 per spellbook, contraction costs 1 lightning, life points 20. Love the art. Reminds me a little bit of Mega Man.
Yeah, that's definitely a Poncho.
Power Up is the power. Generate 1 lightning aura and awaken the next beastie you contract this turn. Whoa.
Yep.
Destroy this artifact. So it's a 1-shot deal, but you can have 3. It only costs 1. It gives you back the 1 that you just spent.
Ding Bell's coming back, baby.
And you can awaken the next beastie that hits the arena instantly.
Ding Bell's coming back.
It's like having a lightning in the bottle without the first strike in the arena already, plus
Exactly.
the extra aura.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is made for Ding
Gotta
Bell.
play the hell out of this.
After the fall of the veil, batteries are now charged with magic. Casters often work
In tandem.
with electric beasties to power tools.
Nice.
That's awesome. Powering up your tools with your electric beasties. I like it. Powerful Poncho. All right, moving on. We are now into the neutral pages. Let me see what the time is.
Might as well finish it out, right? These are the last of it. This is the last of
We
it.
have neutral, and then I thought we still
we
had
have Spirit.
Spirit, and I even thought we might still have. Nope, that's it. So we have neutral and Spirit. I say we power through because Wilderness is only a week away.
Yeah.
It'll be a little longer. It may take over a day to upload, but that way
Let's
we
do
can
it.
conclude our spoilers.
Let's do it.
Although there may be a lot more neutral than anything else. So let's count real quick. We got 6, 9. No, that's nothing. And then we got.
Yeah.
No, let's do it.
Yeah. We got like 13 cards left.
All right, cool. So moving on to the neutral aura. Let me ask you this. I forgot to ask you this earlier. Let's say I have a Chaos Crystal in the arena and I'm playing Gassy and Dethea.
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast neutral spells?
No, because it has to be an aura page. Like that's an artifact, you know,
right.
it would have to actually be an aura
Okay,
page
so
that's
we're
neutral.
basically waiting, if ever, for a neutral aura page that then would give me access to casting neutral spells from my cemetery if Gassy was in the arena.
Which I feel like is never going to happen because they know exactly what that would do. Yeah.
All the bookmarks, all the new beginning, like everything. Yeah. Actually, when you play New Beginnings, does it go to your cemetery or afterlife?
New Beginnings, I think it goes to cemetery. New Year's New Beginnings goes to cemetery.
All right. It probably does then.
Yeah.
Spell Spectrum Shift. 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 4, neutral.
Crazy good art.
Yeah, I taste the flavor of the rainbow there for sure. That's like taffy to me. You may contract this page at any time outside of combat. An opposing caster chooses an aura type. All non-aura pages are considered that aura type instead of their original aura type until the end of this turn. Think about Headless Nun. Or I'm sorry, think about the effect like silver bullets. Like if you had your silver bullets, I could make your entire side of the arena dark.
But it's the opposing caster who chooses.
An opposing caster. Oh, hold up. Slow down. My brain.
I literally have no idea how you would use this.
All right. So I'm playing. I play this page. You get to pick whatever aura type you want.
It just seems like I could fuck you over.
An opposing caster chooses an aura type. All non-aura pages are considered that type instead of their original aura type until the end of this turn. I don't know how you use this yet. I'm not sure.
Multiplayer game is all I can think of. If we're playing a multiplayer game and me and another caster really want to gang up on one, I could say I'm playing Chessy. I could be like, yo, I'm going to play Spectrum Shift.
You pick
say
water.
Yeah.
And we'll finish the game.
But that's the only use I can see for this.
Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't seen a card like this. Unless you guys know, let us know if there's a clever way to play this. Magical auras inherently clash and act separately from one another. But when fused together in harmony, raw and powerful chaos can form.
Here's an example. If you were playing against an aura type that your spellbook was weak against, so if you were a water spellbook and you were playing against lightning, and lightning was about to attack you, at the beginning of that turn, you could cut, but they could still just pick water.
That's what I was just about to say. I don't
see it.
I don't get it. All right. But let us know, guys, again, because we might be overlooking something. We may have missed something. Maybe there's a page we're about to hit that hasn't make sense. Yeah, please tell us what you're thinking. Spell Survival Instincts. 3 per spellbook. Amazing art. Who?
An axe and a carrot.
Yes. Who did it? Because I want to say Powerful Poncho, but it doesn't look like his colors.
It's not quite Poncho.
No, it's not.
Kris? We'll just say Kris. Yep.
Boom,
there we go.
There it is.
When in doubt.
Contraction cost 2 neutral. You may only contract this page during combat.
Nice.
Target beastie gains plus 30 life points until the end of this combat.
Okay.
Or target beastie attacks deal plus 30 damage to other beasties until the end of this combat. I like it.
I like that.
Yep. It's going to save your beastie, or it's going to guarantee a kill. And it can be done at the last minute, anytime.
Now, my question is, why does it say to other beasties? Is it saying like if I allocate 5 damage to 5 different beasties, do they all get plus 30? Like, I doubt it. I doubt that's how it would work, but that's kind of how it's worded right now.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I can follow that thought. We're going to have to confirm that.
Yeah.
All beasties and casters alike face the same question at one point or another. When the time comes, fight or flight? That's why he's got his axe and his carrot.
I know what it is. It's that it's not casters.
Oh, that's all
so
it is.
They're just saying it deals more damage to other beasties.
Yeah, that's it. All right, cool. Moving on. Next spell, Love the Art.
Incredible.
Man.
Incredible.
Just opening up the dark magic into the light.
Brilliant.
Spell, Void Spell. 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral. You may contract this page at any time. A neutral spell is contracted that does not bookmark a page. Do not resolve that neutral spell. Power up red, guys.
Power up red.
This is a anti-shutdown power up red for any spellbook. And you're going to have 2 chances to stop power up red. God, they're changing the game. They set up a game and now they're slowly just like rearranging it like a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
I love it.
This is awesome. So that's a 1-drop that can stop power up red. What else would it be used for? Index, it could shut down.
New Beginnings. Dude, I can stop your New Year's anniversary.
No, you couldn't.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You could stop first anniversary.
Did you see how fucking dumb and excited
you could stop first anniversary.
My heart pounded with like such warmth, like it was finally over.
I know.
You guys have seen this? How many games he makes me throw away my entire hand the first turn or at any point, and it's just gone. All the death beams, all the lightning bottles.
Of this stupid hand. Give me a new hand.
There are some spells in this world that are better off not being cast. I agree. Let's get an answer for the new beginning, New Year's anniversary.
I love the art. Power up,
Whoa.
purple. Yes.
Whoa. Contraction cost 2 neutral, 5 per spellbook. It is an equipment. Equipped this spell to target beastie. Equipped beastie gains plus 10 LP and plus 10 attack damage. Equipped beastie gains an additional plus 20 LP and plus 20 attack damage until the end of this turn. Okay, so there's a permanent and then there's a temporary. Why would they be saying gain? I guess that's just the word. Until the end of turn. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Pretty cool.
Very
you could
quick.
put more than one on the same beastie. These could stack up, and damn, it would be good on Kinderhook because of that life boost. That's who they have in the picture, and
Yeah,
it
that
would
makes
work
sense.
well on him.
Again, one of the coolest things about MetaZoo, and I guess there's other TCGs who have done it like Magic, but really all the flavor that they do with MetaZoo, showing you how these pages are supposed to interact from the art. I love it.
So that would give a Napa, go back a second, that would give a Napa plus 10, 20, 30, plus 60 damage on its attack for a turn.
Which would end up being 120 if you hit a caster, right?
No, it's plus 30 damage on its attack. So when it swings at the caster, it would get an additional 60 damage on its attack.
Yep.
But still, that's pretty badass.
Yeah, that is. And 5 per spellbook, that makes it even more viable. I like it better than Bloodlust at this point, you know, for the Napas, because Bloodlust makes me attack your closest page, which has frustrated me and won you so many games. Drives me insane. Got to remember. And the flavor text, gotta go very quick. All right, next page, Artifact Shovel, 5 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, life points 10. So I have a reminiscent love for the shovel because of the original Zelda. Yeah, I mean, really any shovels. And then Twin Peaks, the guy who did the radio show and the Twin Peaks 2 when they came back and he was selling his golden shovels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like shovels. I don't use shovels. I'm not a shoveler, but I enjoy them, especially when it comes to games and shows. Equip this artifact to target beastie. Equip beastie gains plus 10 attack damage and can attack burrowed beasties. Ooh. If the primary defender is burrowed, equip beastie's attacks gain plus 10 attack damage and unburrow the primary defender.
Dig them up, boys.
That's
like
great.
it.
I
like
love it. Yeah. You want to read that flavor?
This is your shiny silver shovel. 3 coats guaranteed.
That's the
Shovel
Twin
your
Peak
way
quote.
out of the beastie gun.
Shut up.
And into the truth.
Guys, that's from Twin Peaks
It's from
too.
Twin Peaks.
No way they knew that. Of course they did.
I mean,
what am
Mike,
I thinking?
Mike loves Twin Peaks, and he writes all these flavor
gold,
texts.
get your gold shovel. 3 coats. Wow.
Nice.
That's amazing. All right, next page. Really like the coloring on this neutral page. I mean, I love gray, I love purple, and the subtlety and the shape. Who do you think did this? Deluca?
It could be Pepper.
It's Pepper Deluca because of the color, right?
Yep.
Yes, dude. Potion, anti-potion, potion. Oh, this is the one you were telling me about.
I love this card.
10 per spellbook, contraction cost 0,
Potion.
neutral. You may contract this page at any time. You cannot put this page into a spellbook with other potions not named anti-potion potion. So you are choosing to either run Lighting the Bottles or Spirits.
You're either
Smoky
pro
Spirits,
potion or anti
or
potion.
you're all anti.
Yep.
Pro potion or anti. All right. Do not resolve target opposing potion. Potions with the same name as that potion do not resolve until the end of this turn. Whoa. That means we're not going to have, if you happen to face an anti-potion, we're not going to have those turns where we use all 5 Lighting the Bottles and a potion seller and copy cups and we win the game in an instant just because we can play so many potions in a single turn.
Yep.
This is going to give you how many? 10? Basically 10 turns that you don't need to worry about potions, guys.
Yeah, it gives you enough that you could shut down every Lightning a Bottle and every Smoky Spirits in a deck that was maxing out both of them. It is amazing, and I used this last night in the tournament. I was telling him, somebody brought out Frogman, went to Lightning in a Bottle their Frogman. I potioned their Lightning in a Bottle, which means they couldn't use Lightning in a Bottle for the rest of that turn. And it was just like, That's
it.
I guess I'll just pass turn. Yep, and I'll kill that Frogman.
Yeah.
Like, it was beautiful.
You just plan on using one every turn, and if you can conclude the game in 10 turns, you're safe the entire time from Lightning the Bottles and Smoky Spirits.
You need less of these potions to make an impression on the other potions.
If you're anti-potions, but you play with anti-potion potions, does that mean you are actually pro-potions?
I think this is the best flavor text in the game.
Well done, guys.
Not just because I'm moldy potion,
Man.
but also
A little because you're moldy potion,
brilliant.
but also,
That was
yes.
brilliant.
Yeah, MetaZoo is just so much fun. Potion, camouflage potion. Didn't know this was a
it's
thing
like
either.
a little beastie.
Yeah, it's like a little snail, and it's invisible. It's like a potion bottle that's already invisible. Well, glass is actually what it's made of, guys.
Yes. Glass is invisible.
Invisible glass. Wow. 3 per spellbook contraction cost, 0 neutral. Target beastie has invisible until the end of turn.
The next turn.
Until the end of the next turn. Dude, that means that you can attack. No one can stop you. You're basically unblockable, and they can't target you with attacks. So you can still be targeted with spells and powers and potions, but you would be safe from attacks, and you could get attacks through.
Yeah, this is awesome. And it would last for 2 turns.
So I can tell you right now that I'm never say never, so we'll see, but I feel like I'm never going to play anti-potion. I am just going to stick with my lightning in the bottles and my smoky spirits, because if the other player's playing anti, it'll nullify them, but that's fine, because then I'm making him use his anti-potions to stop my potions, and I'm going to be definitely playing this invisible potion, camouflage potion, excuse me. This is like what I've been waiting for. That 1 drop, make your creature unblockable in Magic was my go-to for so long. I believe it was 1 blue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Flavor text. Drink this if you want to blend in. I wonder if this was made in a blender. All right. Next page. We are moving into the spirit pages. This is the last aura type of the wilderness spoilers.
She's so pretty.
Beastie, deer. Deer woman. 4 per spellbook. Contraction cost 1 neutral, 1 spirit. Life points 35. Do you think that's a pepper Deluca?
No.
The lines aren't
I don't
pepper.
think that's a pepper.
Who do you think it is?
It's like Michael Peckham or Kris Kampmann. Yeah, Michael Peckham. Okay.
Yep. First one. Gets an additional 30 bonus to the attack if the Forest Terror is in play. 4th wall effect. If you are wearing flowers, this beastie gains plus 20 life points.
Nice.
So that might
that'll
be
an
added.
active.
Yep.
I'm sure that'll be real. So that would put it at how many life points? 55. Nice.
All right,
That's a
just
good
out
number.
of reach of, a couple fireballs or an attack or 2 in the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Power, Nature's Curse. Target beastie with a status effect is dealt 50 damage.
Oh, dude.
Whoa.
Combine this with sleep, that's 100 damage.
That's incredible.
That's insane.
And I'm playing the Spirit with my Flame recently. Like, that's my go-to spell book.
Nice.
So that would combine so perfectly because I'm Morpheusing you anyway. And I did add Bell Witch, by the way. Thank you.
Yes.
I know she hasn't hit the arena yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
She's so good.
Garden Pollen is the attack. Base damage 30 and deals 2 poison.
I love this card. So she could swing with up to 60, inflict 2 poison. She has 55 life points and could deal 50 damage to a status effect beastie or 100 damage to a sleeping beastie. And you're putting mad beasties to sleep with the spirit type.
Absolutely are. Yep.
And it's a deer. So you could play with Ghost Deer and Ghost Deer is a spirit.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Ghost Deer's a spirit.
Yep. Can you read that flavor?
This shapeshifter can resemble a beautiful woman, a deer, or something in between. She enjoys dancing and luring unwelcome guests into her garden for a quick death.
Yeah, she looks like she'd be fun to die with. Moving on. Beastie Warrior. Night Marchers. 6 per spellbook, contraction cost 3 spirit, life points 30, has a spirit trait, 20 bonus to the attack if the island or fog Terra is in play. Has tribal boost, so it will gain plus 10 life points and plus 10 attack damage for every other Beastie Warrior in the arena. Spirit March is the attack base damage 30 if this attack destroyed a beastie. Place that beastie into the afterlife.
Pretty simple, good mechanic here to hold together a spirit deck that's operating with a lot of afterlife. But the warrior tribal boost, I'm like, I can't think of a single other warrior in the game right now. But it is 6 per spell book, so that's enough to
They'll be boosting
have them boost
one
each
another.
other.
Yeah.
But 3 drop, we'll see.
Know, a little out there. I'm much more excited about dying with the ghost deer.
Yes, Ghost Woman is cool.
Wait, what's her name? No,
Deer Woman.
Deer Woman.
Ghost Woman.
Deer Woman.
Ghost Deer Woman. Weird.
Would you read that flavor?
First, the rhythm of the drums, then the shriek of the conch shell. These are the signs of the night marchers, and it is time to flee.
And the warriors have arrived. All right, moving on. God damn, I love that
That's
art.
great art.
Now, who did that? Because that is like reminiscent of almost like Nintendo. I almost feel like the Bob-ombs in a way, or like those actual.
I would guess like Jett or Afton on that. Jett. Nice.
You should just say 1 because you're right with the first almost every time.
Right.
Beastie Spirit, Spook Light. 10 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 spirit, life points 10, has a spirit trait, 20 bonus to the attack for the Fog Terra. When this page is placed into the afterlife, you may have target beastie lose 20 LP. I like that a lot because you got 10. It's cheap and you can start picking them apart, especially with flame. That would be nice. Lamplight is the attack, base damage 20 and inflicts scared.
Oh, I like this a lot. Yeah, a 1-drop that can swing for up to 40 is a spirit, inflicts scared, and when it's destroyed or placed in the afterlife. That's the key. It's got to be placed into the afterlife.
Oh.
But when that happens, target beastie loses 20 LP. Okay.
Yeah.
I know there's some effects that allow you to place more things into the afterlife in the set, so maybe that's a combo that you could set off later.
Nightfall has a number of pages. I'm not, perfectly familiar with all of them, but I was looking at them the other day when I was building the Spirit Flame, and I was surprised how much afterlife interaction there was.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Beastie Spirit, the Phantom Jogger of Canyon Hill.
That reminds me, the art reminds me of like Doug, like.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be Pepper Deluca. It's Afton.
Nice.
Shoot. All right. Yes. Awesome. 6 per spellbook. Contraction cost 1 spirit. Life points 20. Spirit trait gets 20 bonus to the attack for the Sunrise or Dawn. Thank you. And 10 bonus to the life points for the Fog Terra. Fourth wall effect. If you went for a jog today, Beastie gains fleet, but that's not provable, so that won't be a thing in competitive play.
I doubt it, unless they allow you to get up and jog real quick, but I doubt that'll be in action.
Like Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
Like you're like, I'm jogging. I went for a jog.
Yeah, I could see it, but because this is past tense, I doubt it. It's like, this is like if you went for a jog, if you did it already.
Okay. Yeah.
But maybe you could jog up to the table. Hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Maybe if you showed up in this outfit, like you were a jogger, like what's his name?
Reinforcing it.
Yeah, totally.
Like, so I was just jogging before the game.
Luke Wilson from Royal Tenenbaums, you know, like the tennis look with the headband and the shorts. Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Let's see. Power, Afterlife Jog. Place this BC into the afterlife. Place the top page of target caster's spellbook into the afterlife.
Okay.
Into their afterlife.
Into their afterlife, yeah.
Ghastly Kick is the attack, 20 base damage. All right. So up to 40 damage, 30 life points, spirit trait. Interesting, but not very exciting.
Not super exciting. If you had a way to put beasties on top of their spellbook, then maybe it'd be good with a mill, but it's not. I'm not super excited about it. It's okay.
This beastie jogs at midnight through the cemetery. Quite a friendly spirit to casters. Best.
But make sure you get out of the way.
I just got to stop reading the flavor text. I sound like a little kid because I can't.
Jesse, why don't you read to the class? And all the kids are like, oh
well,
my
I
God.
squint to the point that my eyes are basically closed and I can't see anything.
Oh, this is one of my favorites.
Look at this art.
Oh,
what is even
so
happening?
sick.
This is JoJo.
Just wait till you read the effect. This card's insane. Yeah,
this has to be JoJo because the lines you can tell with JoJo, and with Afton you can tell with the color, and with Pepper Deluca, similar to Afton sometimes. That's why I got a little confused there.
JoJo's using markers. Like
that's
Poncho
why
and JoJo both use markers. JoJo uses watercolor sometimes, but this is a marker piece. And then Afton uses watercolor pretty much all the time. And Michael and Pepper both use watercolor.
And Kelsey uses
watercolor.
Man,
Poncho
I love
uses
it,
markers.
dude.
Yeah.
All right. Spell Spirit Veil. Contraction cost 2 for spell book. Nope. Yep. Hold on. I said that weird.
And 2 per spell book. Yeah.
There it is. Thank you. You can only contract this page when an opposing caster contracts a spell. All right. After that spell resolves, if 2 or more spirit beasties you controlled were destroyed by the effect of that spell, place those beasties into the arena fatigued. You may destroy an opposing beastie for each spirit beastie returned this way.
This is amazing. It's it's not a counter for a wipe, but let's say you flood the earth and you destroy all 4 of my spirit beasties, and I play this, all 4 of these come back, and then I get to destroy 4 beasties, and it's not target. You may destroy an opposing beastie for each spirit beastie. So I could destroy Frogman, Dragon of Oconto Falls. No. I could destroy anything with it.
Could you target Frogman?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. There's no target. You may destroy an opposing beastie for each beastie returned this way.
Got it. Thank you for reiterating.
Yep.
This is a basically, not really, but virtually a counter for flood.
Yeah, it's like a way of using reflection on flood in a way. It's like, cool. No, you don't destroy mine. I actually destroy yours.
So all those water beasties and flying beasties that were safe, well, I'm going to bring mine back now that I've played this, and yours are gone.
Yeah, this is insane. I
all
love
right,
the card.
Spirit Veil. Some beasties were strong enough to have a magical presence on both sides of the veil, and very few beasties could traverse the veil at their convenience.
Gotta assume Ghost Train can just back and forth on that veil, baby.
That was a very sad. I can't. Nah, it's not right. It's just, I gotta work on it, guys. I'll come back. I'll do it better tomorrow.
Curse.
Spell. Curse. 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 spirit, has the equipment trait. Equip this spell to target beastie. Equip beastie loses 20 life points at the end of each turn.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's go.
Ooh, yeah.
You're just melting beasties in front of you.
Use
Good luck getting that off.
Back.
Yep. And just keep putting it on.
Yeah, just keep
Dude,
melting
the
beasties.
flame spirit is becoming stronger every single page. Next page. Spell. Rest in peace. 8 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 spirit. There's a little jackalope flying into a void, it looks like. Place any 3 pages from any cemeteries into their respective afterlife. That's how you get those. There you go. Yep. Whichever they were up
so
here.
You could trigger 3 of those lamps. After the lamps have been destroyed, the spook lights, you could send 3 of them at a time. So that'd be 60 LP loss anywhere you want.
That's nice. I like it. Okay. And guys, wow. And so ends the Wilderness spoilers, but
look at that dark aura.
It is only the beginning of Wilderness because next week it will arrive. Did Poncho do this one? No, Jett.
Isaac.
I mean, Sky. I mean, I'm going to say every artist, even though the brain sees it. Isaac, awesome, man.
Yeah.
Killer art.
I love how the eyes are melting together.
Absolutely.
That's
and
so
those,
good.
Are those Hopkinsville goblins?
Those are sinister shadows.
Oh, no, that's what it is. That's why they look so familiar. Ooh, and the flame, this sort of has eyes also. Interesting. Wow, the Cosmic got an upgrade. Very
that's
cool.
Marshmallows.
What?
Because it's wilderness. Those
Shut
are marshmallows over the fire.
Those aren't eyes. Those are marshmallows.
Yes. I'm so glad we noticed that. That's amazing.
You're totally right.
I need to get all those. I'm only going to play with marshmallow flame auras.
Yeah, why would you play with anything else? All right.
Wow, look at all these. Look at that. Quiet Night. What's that? Wait. We have special Terras, people. Hold the phone.
Cosmic Rain. Meteor Shower. 2 per spellbook. So this would be
it would be a meteor shower, but it would also.
But it says Special Terra. Arena. After the active caster bookmarks at the start of their turn, that caster flips a coin. If heads, that caster looks at the top page of their spellbook and may place it on the bottom of their spellbook.
Get out
This
of
effect
town.
does not stack.
Dude, this is awesome.
They just sped up the entire game of MetaZoo.
This is awesome. Let's go to more. I need to read more Special Terra now.
All right.
What else do we got?
You do the next one.
Quiet Night. So this is a nighttime Terra, but it's also a special Terra, 2 per spellbook. If there is a basic nighttime Terra in the arena, ignore the effects of all other special Terra in the arena other than Quiet Night. Yes, this is already my favorite. And Kelsey, this artwork is fucking amazing.
Wait,
I didn't know this card existed.
You're telling me that, let's just say that I have like, well, I mean, nighttime. Let's just say that I'm playing Adam Ackler and I want to have that nighttime bonus, right?
Yeah.
So that is his bonus, isn't it? The nighttime Terra?
Yes.
So if I were to play this Quiet Night, nighttime Terra, and I had the basic nighttime Terra, every other Terra would be irrelevant? Is that what it's saying?
No, not every other Terra, every other special Terra. So if you had Quiet Night and I had the one we just looked at, the Cosmic Rain, this would erase the effects of Cosmic Rain, and only this one would be.
All right, cool. Let's keep reading because there's probably more special Terra. Is there? Full Moon Terra? Beautiful.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yep. The Desert Terra.
JoJo, of course.
Absolutely. Looks like that's where Tripodero came from. I was about to say that.
I love that ground. All the trips running away. Big tall mountain.
Tall mountain. 2 per spellbook. Beasties that are declared as a defender have plus 10 life points until the end of their turn.
Wow.
They're just changing the game with such small mechanics.
Yep.
It's so awesomely overwhelming how many ideas they have that are fitting together for us to figure out. All right, next, you take this one.
Grand National Park. That almost looks like a sequoia tree there.
Yeah, it does.
When this is in the arena, beasties with an aura cost of 4 or higher have plus 10 life points and plus 10 attack damage while this is in the arena. Amazing.
Awesome.
Amazing.
All right. Well, we got another Whiteout Snowing, 2 per spellbook. This is a special Terra. If a basic snowing Terra is in the arena at the start of your turn, at the start of their turn, the active caster may have target beastie gain invisible this turn.
So we take turns each getting an invisible beastie.
They just know how to make the game faster, more dynamic,
Seriously.
bigger. Wow.
Stunning Storm. This is a Lightning Storm Terra. You can have 2 per spellbook because it's a special Terra. If a basic Raining Terra is in the arena, is that?
Yeah,
Maybe that's a Lightning Storm, but I think it's Raining. Is in the arena, inflict paralyze to the first beastie that enters the arena each turn. That's got to be a Lightning Storm Terra. So if a basic Lightning Storm Terra is in the arena, inflict paralyze to the first beastie that enters the arena each turn. This effect does not stack.
I don't see lightning, although
Insane.
it probably is for flavor, but I don't see any lightning there.
I can kind of see.
I can't see it.
Yeah,
so we'll go with
lightning.
what you see, not me. Abandoned Silo. Farm, 2 per spellbook, special Terra. At the start of each turn, the active caster generates 1 neutral aura if they control no beasties in the arena.
Wow.
This effect does not stack. That's awesome.
These are just too cool.
That's amazing. You guys have such good ideas.
Chibi Playground.
Hey, here it is. Chibi Playground, Suburban. You take this one.
So that is the Suburban Terra symbol. Let's go up real quick.
Yes.
That's not
the
farm,
one that
that's
we
Suburban.
Thought, you're right.
Yeah.
It just looks kind of like, we went over it already.
2 per spellbook. Excellent art by Afton. Beasties with Chibi in their name gain plus 10 LP and plus 10 attack damage. Prevent the first damage dealt to each beastie with Chibi in its name each turn.
That's
prevent.
it. You just prevent it. Wow. Just giving your Chibis a chance to survive a little longer.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. Ooh, I like this art.
Oh, wow.
Overgrown City, 2 per spellbook. Special Terra. Contract. Each caster may search their spellbook for a basic aura page and place it into the arena fatigued. Let's go.
What?
Guys, you guys know how to just make this game even more fun.
This is amazing.
It's accelerating to a place that I never imagined, much sooner than I ever expected. So cool, guys.
That's got to be it, right? I can't imagine that
I'm going to
there's
assume
more.
I'm backing up. I see
Nope,
one more.
There's more.
Go ahead.
Open Waters is an Ocean Terra, 2 per spellbook. The first trap each caster flips face up each turn costs 1 less aura to contract. We talked about how much water had traps in this set, so there you go.
Not bad. I like it. And we got 2 more, it looks like. Replenishing Showers. It is a Raining Terra. I think that little Terra was rain, but we'll see.
I think you were right.
Special Terra, Arena. Whenever a caster contracts a non-neutral spell, you may pay 2 neutral aura to bookmark 1.
Oh, Siobhan, the art too. Oh my God.
I did not know
amazing.
how excited I was going to be after reading through all the pages. This bonus at the end, I hadn't heard about any of these. I had no idea this was happening in Wilderness.
Wow.
And that is that sock drawer snake. I know that's not
like
his real name.
The Dublin Lake Monster or whatever. I can't remember his name either.
Ooh, Tiny Island.
Yes, of course.
Now, this is the one you told me about. So why don't you read this?
This is a Island Terra, Special Terra. This is an errata, so I'm going to read it to you guys as it should read.
Okay.
It should say each caster can only control up to 5 token beasties in the arena at a time. If a caster controls 6 or more token beasties, that caster must destroy a beastie they control. So it used to just say 5 beasties. And when this card came out, people lost their minds. And I don't know if it was because of us freaking out or because R&D just reconsidered the situation, but they've amended this card to be token beasties. Can only control 5 token beasties.
Man, I love that art.
Beautiful.
That's just Chessie. Yep, the silhouette with the sun in the background. Wow. Now that must be it, right? I can't imagine we're going to
now we're into the tokens
anymore. And now we are at the end. Can't scroll any further.
Infectious token.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Adam is not having a good day. Look at his hand.
Yeah. I love that.
Okay, guys. So this is it. The end of the Wilderness spoilers, but like we said, just the beginning, because in a week we will all be playing the new pages in our spellbooks.
Cannot wait.
So looking forward to it. If you made it this far, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you feel like supporting my brother and I, a great way to do that is if you happen to be shopping at Channel Fireball, use the code Metabroz with a Z at checkout. It won't cost you anything extra, but it would certainly help us out.
Absolutely. And like I said in the beginning of the show, if you want to support us more directly, you can go to patreon.com, sign up for any of those tiers. Much love to all our patrons. You guys are amazing. amazing. The support really is so inspiring every day. And also, guys, I want to give a shout out to MetaZooHQ and the Caster Society for all of these images. And not only the images, you can play all these cards on TTS. If you download Tabletop Simulator on Steam and go to the Caster Society Discord, you can get a mod that has all these cards. We were playing with them last night. It's a heck of a lot of fun. Highly recommend.
Yeah. And with that, guys, we will see you next time on
Metabroz.
Later, guys.
Later, everybody.